life is difficult. Whether you're rich or poor, young or old, infected with COVID-19 or not, life can deal you a bad hand. Everyone knows that, and so did I. Or at least I thought I did, until I became a victim myself. What happened? I lost my job that I had gotten. Long story short, I got a job early this year that I had long wanted. But soon afterwards, it was de facto cancelled after I was kind of wrongly accused of something that I'd never been involved with. I was devastated, not just because I lost my job, but because I did so, even though I hadn't done anything wrong. It really hurt. It was almost shocking. But now that I look back on that experience, I can say with the benefit of hindsight that it was not all bad, because I discovered what seemed like a new religion to me, called Stoicism. Stoicism, for those who haven't heard of it, is a Greek philosophy that flourished in the early 3rd century BC in Athens. What set Stoicism apart from other schools of philosophy was that its purpose was practical application rather than intellectual pursuit. Of all their teachings and tenets, what helped me the most through the tough time was that we should accept that which is not within our control, however bad it is. A quote from one of the early Stoic philosophers named Marcus Aurelius illustrates this. It goes, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." When I was really struggling to come to terms with the fact that I lost my job that way, which I thought to be an utterly unfair event that had befallen me out of the blue, these Stoic teachings deeply resonated with me. Of course, it was completely understandable for me to be emotionally caught up and wallow in pain, since it left me disheartened like nothing else in recent years. However, as I reflected on the power of letting go of things that lie beyond our control, I began to feel liberated. I realized there is indeed no point in getting hung up on it, because it will not improve the situation, not even a little bit. It was a very human response to be upset, but it did not change anything. It did not help at all. Clearly, outside circumstances remained unchanged. I lost my job. My future was very much uncertain. But somehow I was okay. It felt bearable. I could certainly feel that my mind was being brought back to peace after a turmoil. But the power of this profound realization didn't stop there. I soon discovered the other side of the coin. I mean, the fact that Stoicism is not just about radical acceptance, but on top of that, it calls upon us to keep a laser focus on what we do have control over, what we can actually change, because only that will make a difference. I remember it was like a light bulb moment for me. I came to realize that at the end of the day, all I could do was do my utmost best in my power to go after my goal, which was to advance my career, because the rest, like the result of job interviews or job market situations, were up to other people, not me. What I also find interesting about Stoicism was that there was no giving false hope, like everything will be okay, you'll be all fine. It was not really about trying to be positive or looking on the bright side either. In fact, I didn't really see anything positive in my bad fortune, nor did I want to be forced to be positive. I was just not in the mood for that. What consoled me was rather a brutal yet practical piece of advice. After all, it was all about accepting the reality for what it is, and take it from there with what you already have. Now it has been about several weeks since I started practicing this. In the process, I've been able to make peace with losing my job and to focus on the next step instead of being held back. It didn't come without pain though, I must admit. I've had to constantly remind myself of their wisdoms and teachings and to make conscious efforts to shift my attention, which was simple yet never easy. But not only has this all been a precious learning experience for me, but also I've learned a life-changing lesson that I can sharpen myself with through life's inevitable ups and downs moving forward. So fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests. Before I wrap up, I'd like to invite you all to explore the philosophy of Stoicism for when you find yourself in a rough time, like the one we are going through right now. As no human being on earth is immune to adversities in life, I can assure you, you will thank me later. Thank you.